Hold on, sis. Hold on, sis. I'm going. Hold on. Okay, I'm checking. I'm on live on YouTube right now, family. Yeah, I'm set up in. I'm set up in the shop. Yeah, I'm set up in the shop. Okay, good. That's why I had you on the phone to see if they was going. Yeah, man. Yeah, to see if they was gonna pull that on you again. Okay. Okay, love. We about to chop it up. I'm about to yeah, let bro know I'm on the tube right now too. Yes, most definitely. All praises. Shalom. Shalom, peeps. We in the crib. We in the crib. We in the crib. Get this thing going. That's easy. Okay. 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 We in. We on. Let me put this here. We gotta tell the people. Kind of goofed up on the boards. Okay. We good right there. Good right there. We good right there. What's good, family? Shalom, sis. What's good? Yeah, what's good? What's good? What's good? We in here. We cooking. 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 Torah two. Torah two. That is something embarrassing. My old lady always get on me too about that. I never read instructions. I just grabbed it. I thought it was um, markers for this board, but it's not. I accidentally bought permanent markers. I was trying to write down these things on the board, but now I gotta just break it down and reading it to you. Yikes! Yikes! So sharing my embarrassment, my slow moment that I just pulled off so effortlessly. Where y'all come in though, man? Come in the chat. All right, come in the chat. You feel me? Come in the chat. Ready to go on, man. What's going on with the book? What's going on? Can you hear me fine, sis? You hear me good? Hear me well? Okay, I got one on here. Who on the book? I got one beloved sister on the book. I mean, on the tube. All right. All right. Hopefully you caught Torah 1 so you will know where this lesson is going. Okay. Because this is Torah 2. I already dropped the bomb on my previous lesson on Torah 1. And who and what is the Torah? What is the Torah? She cried. She cried once Yasharella was annihilated. She cried. She cried. The Torah is referred to as a she. The Torah is holy. The Torah is spiritual, not physical. It's holy and it's spiritual. And it's law. It's counsel. Jacob learned this Torah like his forefathers did. Learned it from Shem and Eber. They told him this secret. Taught him this. Jacob passed this down. Jacob passed this down to Joseph. Here we go. Now I want to start off with these highlights. And then I'm going to start off with these precepts right here. All right, yeah. So I want to start off with these precepts, okay? But first, founded on precepts, we are here at Lighthouse. Founded on precepts, okay? We're going to get into that. And then we're going to get into this. The meaning of things. I got sire. I wanted to pull out. Okay. And solar. These things I have written out because of what I am going to be hitting on in here. Legend of the Jews, Moshe in the wilderness. Legend of the Jews, Moshe in the wilderness. All right. So we're going to be hitting on those things. So without further ado, founded on precepts. If you look up precepts on Google, this is what they give you. Now, most of this is what I put together from the knowledge the Most High have gave me, the true meaning, and what they tried to hide, and how they made our laws and turned our laws against us by making it religion. I'm going to say that again. They have taken our statutes, our commandments, and our laws and profaned it. Okay? And when they profaned it, they gave us religion. They gave us war. They took our Torah, which is peace, and gave us religion, which is war. I'm going to let that settle in. All right? Number one, a general rule intended to regulate behavior or thought. Precept. This is under precept. A general rule intended to regulate behavior or thought. To put things into perspective, in decency and in order, established in the 10 Commandments. That is what I got from their analysis on precept. This is what they covered up. All right, break this stuff down to you. A writ or a warrant. Number two, a writ or a warrant demanding of proof to provide evidence on the information that is being presented to the courts. That was all me on that one. Similar. Meaning similar to or related to precept. Principle and rule. This is what's under precept under Google. Principle and rule. Okay. The legal term, innocent until proven guilty. Well, that's in the Bible. 2 to 3 witnesses. You need 2 to 3 witnesses. How much do they violate this law in court? What I say? They profaned our laws, our statutes, and our commandments. And we are to blame. We are to blame because they would have never had it in their possession if we didn't fumble the bag, if we didn't fumble the ball. They would have never had it in their possession to begin with. So, this is how they mock also. We're still on mockery. That's going to be an ongoing thing on how they mock with psyops and how they like to play the Most High as if they are him. Okay? It's been an ongoing thing for eons. Now that we got that, now let's hit Psalms 119, 100 through 104. Now, this should hit you hell of a lot different. It should really hit you hard now, right? Now you got the whole gist of it. Psalms 119, verse 100 through 104. I understand more than the ancients, because I keep thy precepts. I have refrained my feet from every evil way, that I might keep thy word. I have not departed from thy judgments. You know how the courts can be bribed with the influence of money? This is how money is their God. This is how they mock. Because we know our king, he couldn't be bought. For anything injustice, unrighteous, and false, he couldn't be bought to take part of that or let that shit slide. So, I have not departed from thy judgments, for thou hast taught me. How sweet are thy words unto my taste, yea, sweeter than honey to my mouth. He said, because thou hast taught me. Let me reiterate that. No, an elder taught you. You know, you got to be taught by one of these elders. No. Because thy have taught me, the Most High has taught me. How sweet are thy words unto my taste, yea, sweeter than honey to my mouth. Through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way. Meaning, you're supposed to hate this whole damn world. You're opposed to this system. You bulk against it. You don't marinate in it. You must know that it must be destroyed. And if you do not know that, you are the ops. Period. Through that precepts, I get understanding. What they tried to, make it fit for the world to, be easy, for the world to get, for the world to digest. A general rule intended to regulate behavior or thoughts. Through thy precepts, I get understanding. Therefore, I hate. Regulate. Regulate just means to straighten out. What do the amigos say? Need some straightening? Get it? This system needs straightening. Regulate. It needs to be regulated. It violated the laws and the statutes and the commandments of our Father. It needs to be dealt with. There's no way around it. All right? There's no way around it. (127). Therefore I love thy commandments above gold. It's nothing. Why would he say I love thy commandments above gold? Because gold can't get you freedom. Gold can't get you a peace of mind. That's what these precepts do. Yea, above fine gold. He put an exclamation point on that. He stamped that. He stamped it. Yeah, above the finest gold, I love thy precepts. I love thy commandments. Therefore I esteem all thy precepts concerning all things to be right, and I hate every false way. There you go. The meaning of things. So as I'm just doing my regular scrambling through words through Google, I got a whole joint of them things, man. I got a whole joint of them things that I'm gonna share to y'all, most high willing. I'm gonna share with y'all, man. The meaning of things. As I'm looking up bull, the meaning of bull. I run into sire. I run into sire. Joseph is related to the bull. That is what we know as his symbol. Right? He's the bull. Sire. In its solar sense, solar, we're going to get to that word next. To the masculine, pay attention to the words. This is under sire. This is under bull. To the masculine strength, the sun / in kingly power. In kingly power. In kingly power is under sire, which is under bull. Can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. This is under sire, which is under bull. Strength, the sun, which, by the way, outside right now, I never seen the sun like on top, like and dead, like so high it looked like it's in the middle of the sky. Never seen that before. I never seen that before. Maybe y'all have, maybe somebody had before. I never seen it before like that. I never seen the sun like that before in my life. But that's where it's at right now. That's where it's at. The sun, S-U-N, in kingly power. Solar. What does solar mean? Relating to the sun, I want, when I'm breaking these down, I want everyone that is listening to hear with your spirit. Block out and cancel out your flesh. You must do that anyway, coming into here. And what I'm trying to bring forth by the power of the Almighty. Because this is what I tell myself. I wouldn't know what I'm teaching or what I'm trying to bring out if I don't dwell within my ruach, within my spirit. Okay? So tune in. Put the flesh in the headlock for a couple of hours and we about to roll. Because you're going to catch every single thing that I'm bringing out. I promise you. Mama going to show you. Moms is going to show you. Related to the sun and coming from the sun, solar. Relating to the sun and coming from the sun and depending on the sun. Relating or determined or determined. Relating or determined. Relating or determined by the sun. Solar radiation. Solar radiation. See that? Solar radiation. Hold on. Yeah. If Facebook could stop blocking my invites. Okay. Solar radiation. Y'all getting this? Y'all getting this? Solar radiation. I'm going to give you the abbreviation to the word solar. This is all, yeah, look this stuff up, man. You know why they got to present this stuff to you? Because it's law. They are still up under the law of our Father, of our power. They are still up under the law. This is why they fell into the trap of judgment. Now they will be judged. They fell into the woo-wop. All right. So, relating to the sun and coming from the sun. Like how his house, how his people is related to him, and how we are coming from him into this realm. The sun ain't nothing but a big portal. And we are like unto the sun. The sun is the king. Are you catching the drift? Are you catching the drift? The sun is the king. Okay? And depending on the sun, relating or determined determined, ordained by the sun, solar radiation. What? Why are they trying to block out the sun again? You think they're just trying to block out a planet, or we're just trying to block out them? They don't want the righteous king of old to lay the smackdown, to come through with his horror and terror upon the wicked. They honestly think they have a fighting chance. Who put them there? Who made them think like such? You guessed it. You guessed it. Let's go down to the abbreviation. Solar. This was going to kill it all. Son of light, activate reaction. Solar. Sun, S, O, of, L, light, A, active, R, reaction. Solar. They're trying to block the rays of the sun because it's going to activate his people, his children. In plain sight. In plain sight. What is solar in a house? Is what they ask you. This is under Google. This is under Google. All right. What is a solar in a house? The solar is a room in many English and French medieval manor houses, great houses, and castles. Pause. The brethren. The brethren. For their betrayal to power, this is the aftermath for their betrayal to power. Solar, yeah, man-made. Use sun for electricity. Yep. Yes, wife. Absolutely. Yep. Mostly on an upper story. Mostly on an upper story. Designed as the family's private living room or sleeping quarters within castles. They are often called, check this out, in quotes, lords and ladies chamber or the great chamber. Where they get this information from, y'all? Now let me break this down to y'all spiritually. What is a solar in a house? It's your light. It is the definition of the name that I use, lighthouse. For the Most High Power has ordained light to come up in this house. Solar. If he have not ordained the light to come up in this darkened prison, which is this, your house, your church. Okay? Headquarters, your chambers, private living. Your thoughts are private living thoughts. Living room thoughts, private thoughts. Great house, castle, church is what your body is in similitude of. It's how power looks at the temple, at you as a temple. What house would he bring to life? Whose light will he turn on? Whose light will he activate by radiation? Y'all catching me out there, man? Whose light is he going to activate? Book, stop messing with my wife, man. Come on, man. Tube, you don't be, hey, don't act like your big sister. All right? This is what's going on. They know what they're trying to do. They know the true battle. They know what it consists of. That's why he's been telling us since day one, be not of the world, because they will sell you a bunch of shit. A bunch of shit. They just put a whole lot of dookie on what's real. And that dookie that they place on truth, they call it real. This is how you mock. This is how you play power, how you play God, how you play the Most High. This is how you do it. This is the blueprint. This is the blueprint. We take his laws, statutes, and commandments from the original people, his chosen. And what we do with it is we edit it. We make slight changes to it, you know. You can see they doing that with their own laws that they already edited from the beginning. Since they had the laws, since they took them, they've been changing it up. Ain't nothing new. So this is where we at right now. So I hope that was edifying, that breakdown. All right. And it's spiritual, the true meaning of what it is to have, what is a solar in a house. They just told you in plain sight. I just read it to you in plain sight. In plain sight, I just read it to you. The solar is a room in many English and French medieval manor or manor houses great houses, and castles. Mostly, you see? So meaning not a great, not a great of people, the poor, the less renowned people, houses. And then you have the greater people, the princesses and the kings with great houses and castles, well renowned of this world. It just told you in plain sight. Mostly on an upper story where talking about where the solar is. What is the solar in the house? Upper story. Upper story. Designed as the family, your heavenly family. Private living and sleeping quarters. Who keep your thoughts? Who knows your thoughts? Within castles, they are often called the lords. Within the royals, within the kings and the princes, they are referred to as lords, like how Athena called Joseph Lord. Why? Because his prestige is royalty. He was king in Egypt. So she said, Lord Joseph. But then, don't get it twisted, she knew who he really was. And she called him as such, the Son of God. I did not know he was your son. I just thought he was the son of Jacob. I didn't know that he came from you, Most High. We're going to get it. We're about to get it. Exodus. We're going to get these breakdowns, these precepts real quick. Exodus. Exodus 24. Exodus 24. I'm telling you all right now. All this going to line up with what I'm about to bring out. Stay tuned now. With Moshe in the wilderness. Okay? If you have not gotten this book, I really stand behind it. Go get it. Please go get the Legend of the Jews. Please go get the Legend of the Jews. You're going to see why. You're going to see why. Exodus 24. All right. Verse 10. Exodus 24, verse 10. Okay, love. And they saw power, right? They saw the God of Israel, and there was under his feet, as it were, a paved work of a sapphire stone, and as it were the body, of heaven in his clearness, and is it as if it were the body of heaven. Genesis 32. Genesis 32. And verse 30. In verse 30. Right? And Jacob called the name of the place Peniel or Peniel, for I have seen power face to face, and my life is preserved. Now let me go up. Let me go up, and then we're gonna get to the nitty-gritty. And I probably go on here just to look up this. This man, Power is wonderful, dude. He's one. 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel, for as a prince hast thou power with power, with God, and with man, and has prevailed. And Jacob asked him and said, tell me, I pray thee, thy name. And he said, wherefore is it that thou doest ask after my name? And he blessed him there. And Jacob called the name of the place Peniel, for I have seen power face to face, and my life, and my life, and my life is preserved, and my life is preserved. We're going to hit on that. Well, right now, I want to check something out real quick. Hold on. Bear with me, y'all. I want to check something out real quick. I want to check something out real quick, bro. The name Peniel is primarily a gender neutral name of Hebrew origin that means face of power, face of God. In the Hebrew Bible is a place named near Succoth on the east side of Jordan, of the Jordan River, in the north of the river Jabbok. All right. Okay. So I just have to check that out real quick. So we precepting Genesis 32, verse 30 with Genesis 45 and 5. Now I'm about to read it over again. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm about to take this precept and go to Numbers 24, 15 through 17. Numbers chapter 24, verse 15 through 17. Okay. This is Jacob right here wrestling to get the blessing, wrestling the angel to get the blessing. Okay. And Jacob called the name of the place Peniel, for I have seen power face to face, and my life is preserved. Okay. Okay, and my life just keep preserved. I went over that earlier. The meaning of preserved and who said, but we're gonna get into that. Numbers 24, verse 15. Okay, Numbers 24, verse 15 and 17. And he took up his parable and said, Balaam, the son of Beor, has said, and the man whose eyes are open have said, he has said, which heard the words of power and knew the knowledge of the Most High, which saw the vision of the Almighty, falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come, pay close attention. Pay close attention. There shall come a star, a star, a star out of Jacob. There shall come a star out of Jacob. No more foolery with that doctrine of, yeah, Jacob just, it's just meaning for, if he was going to say Judah, he would have said Judah. The Most High is very plain and he's very specific. You right? The star. There shall come a star out of Jacob. Jacob fought for the blessing. Okay? And a scepter shall rise out of Yasharon, Yasharella, and shall smite the corners of Moab and destroy all the children of Sheath. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Yasharon shall do valiantly. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. This was prophecy that already transpired. This prophecy is not speaking of Jesus Christ. You understand? Jesus Christ came on the scene and he did not have dominion. Okay? Who showed that they had dominion. Who was called king in the house of bondage. Who was declared ruler over Egypt. Who was declared? He said, out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. Now we got that. Genesis 45 and 5. Going back to that preserve, right? 45 and 5. Going back to that preserve. Genesis 45:5. I'm going to start at 4. And Joseph said unto his brethren, come near to me, I pray you. And they came near. And he said, I am Joseph, your brother, whom ye sold into Egypt. 5. Now, therefore, be not grieved, nor angry with yourselves, that ye sold me hither. For power did send me, for the Most High did send me, for the Father did send me before you to preserve life. Who was that star that got sent to Jacob? Is not Joseph, Jacob's favorite son? Are we going to continue to act like we don't know who the true king, who the true son of God is? Y'all can play that role, but not I, said the cat. Not I. Nope. No, sir. Who should declare his name among the church, among the people? Who should declare his name? To preserve life. That's why in the legend of the Jews, Jacob understood the dream even more than Joseph when Joseph was given the dream. Because this was the blessing that he fought the angel for. Joseph was that blessing. He was the star that came to Jacob to preserve life of the acts and the sins of the brethren. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. We ain't done. No. No. Isaiah 44. Isaiah 44, verse 1. 1 through 8. Isaiah 44, verse 1 through 8. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. Pause. Let's go to Genesis. Just, you got to get the thorough understanding. Why does he says, Jacob, my servant? Who's speaking? Who's speaking? Who is speaking? I'll show you right now. Genesis 50, verses 18 through 19. And his brethren also went and fell down before his face, and they said, behold, we be thy servants. The brethren is Jacob. The brethren is the house of Jacob. Okay? The brethren is the house of Jacob. Whenever you hear the brethren, you hear the house of Jacob. They represent that. Okay? That was Jacob's house. Reuben, Gad, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Asher, house of Jacob is the brethren. We will be, behold, we be thy servants. Behold, we be thy servants. Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. Well, now you know the house of Joseph. Genesis 50, verse 8. And all the house of Joseph, and all the house of Joseph. At this time, Ephraim and Manasseh wasn't pouring out children. They were still young lads. Well, Ephraim was. Most definitely. I wasn't pouring out children at this time, making themselves a great nation. So, what are you talking about right here? In all the house of Joseph, comma, and his brethren, meaning representing Jacob. His brethren is the house of Jacob. Joseph already had his own house, dwelling with him in Egypt. Dwelling with him in Egypt. He already had his own house. Y'all see that? In all the house of Joseph and his brethren in his father's house. So let's go back to 18, right? And his brethren also went and fell down before his face, and they said, behold, we be thy servants. And Joseph said unto them, fear not, for am I in the place of power? The house of the Most High? So what house is Joseph? Come on, man. Sent to preserve life. My brother's life. All right. Verse 2. Back to Isaiah 44. Verse 2. Thus says the Maker that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant. And thou, O Yasharon, O thou, O Yasharon, whom I have chosen. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessings upon thy offspring. That's Joel chapter 2, verse 28. And they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the water courses. One shall say, I am the Maker's, I am the Most High's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob. And another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Maker, and surnamed himself by the name of Yasharallah. Thus says the Maker, the King of Yasharan, and his and his Redeemer, the Maker of hosts. And his Redeemer. Hmm. Okay. So Joseph and his Messiah, the Messiah, the son of Joseph, spoken of in the third book of Enoch, which represents the spiritual world and not the physical. Thus says the Maker, the King of Yasharon, and his Redeemer. I am the first, and I am the last, and beside me there is no power. And who, as I shall call and shall declare and set it in order for me, since I appointed the ancient people, since I appointed the ancient people, since I appointed the ancient people, determined by the Son, and the things that are coming, and the things that are coming and shall come, let them show unto them. Let them show unto them. Your boy Big Judah with that infamous intro. For the things that are soon to come on the earth. Fear ye not, neither be afraid. Have not I told thee from that time, and have declared it? Ye are even my witnesses. Is there a power beside me? Yea, there is no power. I know not any. So, who came down speaking the doctrine of their father? Fear ye not, fear not, nor be dismayed. It's right in our face. Depending on who want to grab hold to it, your spirit can relate to this. If your soul, if it's rocking your soul, shalom. Shalom, beloved brother and beloved sister. Shalom. We there. We there. We there, man. What we got? What we got? What we got? What else? 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 I think I'm done the book for now. Finna. Things I believe I wanted to bring out in the seal portion. But without further ado, Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just like now and laters. Now and laters. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I don't think that's what I wanted. Man, I went far. I went so far. So far. Okay. Stop that. Ah, dang, I went far. Moshe receives the Torah. We are now in the legend of the Jews, and we are in Moshe receives the Torah. All right. That is the title of this chapter. Moshe receives the Torah in the book of the legend of the Jews. This is volume 3. Volume 3. Okay. And it is titled Moshe in the Wilderness. Volume 3 in the legend of the Jews. This chapter, once again, Moshe receives the Torah. Continuation. When Moshe reached heaven, he found power occupied or naming thing, ornamenting the letters in which the Torah was written with little crown-like decorations. And he looked on without saying a word. Power then said to him, in thy home, do not people know the greeting of peace? Moshe, does it behoove a servant to address his master? Power, thou mightest at least have wished me success in my labors. Who's speaking? And they didn't take account of his labors. For the brethren that did not take account of their labors. Come on, man. Thou mightest at least have wished me success in my labors. Moshe hereupon said, let the power of my maker be great according as thou hast spoken. Then Moshe inquired as to the significance of the crowns upon the letters. Now let me stop right here. Power once slapped me up with a couple of years back. And I shared it with a beloved brother of mine and a beloved sister of mine. I told them, out of nowhere, I just said to them, you know, we all like words. We're nothing but words. We're nothing but words. Yeah, right? Because they say we are just conscious. We're just living conscious. That's all we are. That in this bag of a body. Stand on your word. Right? Stand on your word. And catch the meaning of that right there. Stand on your word. Isn't that profound? Stand on your word. Stand on who you are. Putting crowns upon these letters upon these words. He's crowning these words. Which letter are you? Which word are you? Written in the book of life, stand on your word, stand upon that in which you speak, and live that which you teach. What's up, my beloved brother? Oh, praises to the Most High Power, man. Where you been, man? Where you been, man? Out of nowhere, the beloved brother. Man. Man, I got tears of joy seeing you right now, man. Oh, dude. Oh, man. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Shalom, beloved brother. Shalom. Much love, man. Dude. Being deep in learning and taking taking it all that is given to me by the Spirit. Man. You telling me, hey, all that figuring out we was trying to do when I was doing lives with the beloved brother and Devon, I got it now. I got it now. He showed me. It's been exposed. It's been exposed, Philip. Stay tuned with me, man. I know who the true son of God is, man. Stay with me, man. Woo! Stay with me, man. He says, let the power of my maker be great according as thou hast spoken. Then Moshe inquired as to the significance of the crowns upon the letters, and was answered, hereafter there shall live a man called Akiba. Akiba just means supplanter. Who supplanted the people? Akiba, son of Joseph. Say right there. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Son of Joseph, huh? Son of Joseph. Akiba, son of Joseph. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready? Let's get it. You ready? I'm gonna get another count too. Two witnesses. Two witnesses. Precept upon precept. Boy, you better believe it. Boy, that's how they started this thing off. It's the precepts, man. Yeah. We don't go by anything else, man. Through thy precepts, I get understanding. Therefore, I hate every false way. I hate it. I hate it. What page and number? Third book of Enoch. Third book of Enoch. And the page number is 298. And the page number is 298. Third book of Enoch. 298. And I'm going to pull this thing from underneath here to precept, right? What I'm about to bring out right now. Okay? Give you a greater meaning of what it meant. Of what I'm about to bring out, what it means. Okay? Now, this is according to what Enoch saw, what was revealed to him by the Most High. Okay? In every battle in the wars which the Gentiles fought with Yasharon in the days of their dominion, and I saw. In the days of their dominion, and I saw. I just read that in the Bible. The one who will come from Jacob and have dominion. The Messiah, the son of Joseph, the Messiah, the son of Joseph, and his generation, and all that they would do to the Gentiles, and I saw. The Messiah, the son of David, the Messiah, the son of David, and his generation, and all the battles and wars, and all that they would do to Yasharon, whether for good or bad. And I saw, whether for good or bad, and I saw, meaning what? When the brethren came back over here to these lands, and they did what to Yasharon? Because we forget our laws and our statutes and our commandments, whether it be for good or bad. Who permitted it? Who permitted it? Who allowed it? We betrayed our father. We betrayed our power. So that Messiah of David, which is Jesus Christ, what did he do to the people over here? That's book 1 of Enoch. Enoch 7 from Adam, book 2 and 3, and from Cain, but also that the Creator uses whom he deems fit for whatever. He's going to get his point across, no matter what. Now you got that, right? The Messiah, the son of Joseph. All right. Hold on now. Hold fast now. Hold fast now. Bro, check out, read, go into Joseph in the Zenith. Get on Joseph in the Zenith. Then you'll see. Get on Joseph in the Zenith. You will see. Now here we go. Here we go. We ain't here now. We ain't here now. We ain't here now. We ain't here now. Verse 9. In that moment, whoa, let me, hold on. Let me give it out now. This is chapter 48, the Lost and Rejected Scriptures, page 171, and I believe I'm in, is this the whole thing? Yeah, this is second book, Enoch. The book of the secrets of Enoch. Going into Metatron and all that. Page 171. And Metatron Precepts in the Legend of the Jews too. I just read that. He's the face of power. Metatron. Okay. Where we at? Page 171, chapter 48. Chapter 48, verse 9. And it says Rabbi Ishmael, sees the right hand of the Most High. Okay. Sees the right hand of the Most High. That's where we at, sis. Now here we go. Now I just gave to you at the third book of Enoch what Enoch saw. Okay. What I read in the Bible is recorded in the Bible now. Who came to Jacob? Who was the star that came to Jacob and had dominion over the Gentiles? He who was king over the house of bondage. Who did all nations flow unto when the famine came in Egypt? In that moment, verse 9, in that moment, the Holy One, blessed be he, will reveal his great power and authority arm and show it to the nations of the world. Its length is the length of the entire world, and its width is the width of the world. In its splendor, at the burp. In its splendor looks like the splendor of the sunshine in its power. In the summer solstice. Then Israel will be saved from among the nations of the world. And the Messiah, right? And Messiah will appear unto them, and he will bring them up to Jerusalem with great joy. And not only that, but they will eat and drink, for they will glorify the kingdom of Messiah of the house of David. Of the house of David in the four corners of the world. Pause. Here we go. He always try to do that. Here we go right here. Here go the head buster right here. Here we go. This is the time not. This is the time not for the Messiah of the house of Joseph, but for the Messiah of the house of David. This is the time of war and leadership of the nation in a physical sense. In a physical sense. Not in a spiritual sense. Are we not in the physical? Is this world not consist of the physical sense? What did this world lack greatly in? The spiritual. Brought to you before already. Man, let me get it, man. Let me get it, man. I hope y'all caught that right there, though. Not the Messiah of the house of Joseph, Joshua, the son of Nun, king of Ephraim, who Moshe charged and told him, you must continue on, lead the people, supplant them in the land that was promised to their forefathers, supplant them there. I cannot go. Dominion. That's when we had dominion. There were no competition. This is what's repeating itself right now. Right now. Mm-hmm. Hmm. 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 Interesting facts, man. Interesting facts. Say Airbus, right? I probably gotta go back. Now I read all this before, but let me reiterate some things. Okay. Okay, got it. I think I got it. Okay. This is back. You get this real quick for y'all, man. Okay? And you get this real quick for y'all, man. Finding where where Joseph Benjamin came with the brethren, and Benjamin was the only one to see that it was Joseph. Having a hard time finding it right now. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So you got Joseph, you got Benjamin speaking to Joseph. They don't know. None of them know at this point right now that it's Joseph, right? Joseph is asking these questions just to see if he's still in the mind and hearts of his brethren. Because he already know his father, is missing him and so Benjamin goes on to tell Joseph some heartwarming stuff, like telling him that he named his kids after Joseph. Like the meaning of him. Like he was inspired to name his kids after him, right? So he gets all of that. And so Joseph started to take in, really start to chop it up, all right, with Benjamin. Now, know that Benjamin and Joseph got the same mommy and daddy. So Joseph says this. Joseph ordered his magic astrolabe to be brought to him. Y'all look up this word astrolabe on Google and it'll tell you what it is. Okay? It's a celestial instrument. An astrolabe is a celestial instrument. All right? A celestial instrument. He brought to him, whereby he knew all things that happened. And he said unto Benjamin, I have heard that the Hebrews are acquainted with all wisdom. But doest thou know aught of this? Benjamin answered, thy servant also was skilled in all wisdom, which my father had taught me. He then looked upon the astrolabe, and to his great astonishment, he discovered by the aid of it that he who was sitting upon the throne, catch the metaphors, catch the similitude, catch the drift. Get all the sauce in the bag right now. He says, and to his great astonishment, mind you, Benjamin don't know how Joseph looked. He only heard about his beauty. He don't know how his brother looked to identify him. So how did he identify him? And to his great astonishment, he discovered by the aid of it that he who was sitting upon the throne before him was his brother Joseph. Noticing Benjamin's amazement, Joseph asked him, what hast thou seen? And why art thou astonished? Benjamin said, I can see by this that Joseph, my brother, sitteth before me upon the throne. And Joseph said, I am Joseph, thy brother. Reveal not the thing unto our brethren. I will send thee with them when thou go away. And I will command them to be brought back again into the city. And I will take thee away from them. If they risk their lives and fight for thee, then I shall know that they have repented of what they did unto me. And I will make myself known. And I will make myself known. And I will make myself known unto them. Who hid their face from Jacob on earth as it is in heaven? Who hid his face from Jacob, the brethren? And I will make myself known unto thee. Come on, man. Come on. We ain't gonna play them games no more like we don't know who it is no more now. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that no more now. If they risk their lives and fight for thee, then I will know that they are repentant of what they did unto me, and I will make myself known unto them. But if they forsake thee I will keep thee, that thou shouldest remain with me. They shall go away, and I will not make myself known unto them. So with this celestial instrument, he was able to see in the spiritual realm. He was able to see in the spiritual realm. Who his brother truly was and is. With great astonishment, I got it's way more. Hop on it. It's way more. It's way more. And here, it's way more. To let you know. For they know his voice. To him, the potter opened it, and the sheep hear his voice. And he calleth his own sheep by name and leadeth them out. And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. For Isaiah 9, verse 15, the ancient and the honorable is the head, and the prophet that teaches lies, he is the tail. Figure out that riddle, y'all. Figure out that riddle. Who is the king of old? Who's the king of old? Let's get back to it. Because it's another big kaboom. There go the real meaning. The first shall be the last, and the last shall be the first. Meaning the first fruits, the house of Joseph. For he came from power. He came from the Father, according to Genesis 45:5, and he told his brethren, power did send me, fear not, for I have come to preserve life. Who took that saying? Who took his story? Who resurrected from the Nile River when Moshe carved the cherubims out of the cups and threw it into the river? From thence the tomb of Joseph risen, and his bones that were scattered like the bones of Ezekiel in the dry land, in the land of the dead, came together. And he blew his spirit. Resurrection. The body came together. Joseph, who they say the body of Christ is, the body, the bones are now being gathered. The first fruits, the resurrection is now taking place. No more false doctrine. No more. No more. He represents the spiritual realm. He is the spiritual. Spirituality is how you preserve life. The physical is death. I think David is in great similitude with war. Whenever you hear King David, it's war, physical, death. I say David didn't commit righteous acts. Get me wrong. But was he Joseph? Did he perform the deeds that the Son of God, the Son of the Most High, the Son of the true and living power, perform? Did he resist all acts of flesh and conquer them? Your boy Joseph did, though. Your boy Joseph did, though. Adam, by the boy Michael. Melchizedek. Adam is the one that gave the Melchizedek order. Their temples are being burned down by the will of the Creator himself, showing that he dwells not in the temples made by the hands. Family, that's what I opened up the live with, bro. just because I put in plain sight. This is under solar, all right? Right here in plain sight. Under solar. What is a solar? What is a solar in a house? In plain sight. The solar is a room in many English and French medieval minor houses or great houses and castles. Mostly on an upper story, designed as the family private living or sleeping quarters. Within castles, they are often called the lords and the ladies' chamber or the great chambers. Called the lords? Right. The ones that hold royal prestige. What they embody. Their body will be considered a castle. Their body will be considered a great house. The solar in the house is your light on. Did the Most High turn on your light? Did he give you light? Did he put light in the dark house? Did he turn your switch on? So let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Hereafter, there shall live a man called Akiba, son of Joseph, who will base in interpretation a gigantic mountain of Helicot upon every dot of these letters. This is what he's talking about. See this? Joseph and the son, and his son, the Messiah. Okay? So go to 2nd Esdras with me, chapter 2. 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, and it reads this. Verse 40 on down. Verse 40 on down. 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, verse 40 on down. Take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of the Most High. The number of thy children, whom thou longest for, is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Maker, that thy people, which have been called from the beginning, may be hallowed. I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Maker with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a height stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and everyone upon their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. What'd he say? A Kaiba, what? Who will base in interpretation a gigantic mountain of helicopter upon every dot of these letters. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on immortal, and have confessed the name of power, Do we know the true meaning of that now? Who will confess his name in the midst of the church? Who would say who he really is? He answered and said unto me, These be, right? These be they that have put off mortal clothing and put on immortal, and have confessed the name of power. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them? Is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of God. Oh man, now I gotta pull it out. Who is Joseph? Now you get ready for this one, y'all. Who's still there, man? We kind of going on base, but hey, this is where spirit taking, man. This is kind of where the spirit taking, man. This is where the spirit taking, man. Seal portion. Seal portion, chapter 13, verse 34. Seal portion, chapter 13, verse 34. And these are three main principles. And these are three main principles and laws of the eternal government of heaven, which government controlleth all things, both in heaven and on earth, both in the kingdom of the Father and also in the kingdoms of his Father, which are worlds without end. To be like unto the Father in all things. What did the Son of God accomplish already? What did he accomplish already? Did he not come down here and preserve life? What did he tell his Father? I have kept those you have given me. Through the Son of the Most High was the Father's house brought down here. Yeah, I see it, man. He right back. All right, family. You see? $63. 63. Let's get that. 63. Let's get that. 63 and 68. Behold, I have already explained unto you in this record that in the kingdom of the Father there are 3 degrees of glory. In each degree there are 3 degrees. Therefore, there are 9 degrees of glory, or planets, wherein the children of the Father shall dwell in eternity. Now, to each of these planets the Father will assign 2, who shall be in authority over these kingdoms of glories, and assure that the laws are abided by which are set for each kingdom. And for this same reason, both they put Jehovah, okay, the Christ, and Michael, the Holy Ghost, were given authority in the beginning and became part of a holy trinity, the Father being the first, and these 2 being in authority according to the eternal laws of heaven under the Father. Do you get it now? Can you see it now? Do you see the sauce? Let me know if you catch the drift. Joseph and his son, the Messiah. Joshua, the son of none, the son of no man, because his father, who is Joseph, is no man. You get it? He was the son of God. You get it? Let's eat. Let's eat this spiritual buffet, gourmet. Let's eat. Kick me out of here today, boy. We own one. We own one. Moshe said to Power, show me this man. Back in Moshe receiving the Torah. Show me this man. Power. Go back 18 ranks. Moshe went where he was bidden and could hear the discussions of the teacher sitting with his disciples in the 18th rank, but was not able to follow these decisions or these discussions, Salakia, which greatly grieved him. But just then he heard the disciples questioning their master in regard to a certain subject. Whence doest thou know this? And he answered, this is a helicopter given to Moshe on Mount Sinai. And now Moshe was content. Moshe returned to Power and said to him, thou hast a man like a Kaiba, and yet doest thou give the Torah to Yasharan through me? But Power answered, be silent. So has it been decreed by me. Do you get it now? Me just reading this over, now I feel slow. Who he just said, he just revealed who he was. Joseph, right? Akiba, the son of Joseph. But it says right here, thou. So who is he? Who Moshe talking to, man? Thou has a man like Akiba. Come on, man. We gotta see this, man. And yet doest thou give the Torah to Yasharan through me? But Power answered, be silent. So has it been decreed by me? Moshe then said, O maker of the world, thou hast permitted me to behold this man's learning. Let me see also the reward which will be meted out to him. Power said, go return and see. Moshe saw them sell the flesh of the martyr, Akiba. Let's see this word real quick. Hold on. Y'all stay with me. Hold on. We about to see this word real quick. I wish I could pull it up on my thingamajiggy, but I don't got all that updated on my my YouTube channel. All right, definition in the Bible, they say. See, in Christianity, and I think it's Myrick, right? As far as how you pronounce it, I'm gonna see how you pronounce it. But it says, in Christianity, a martyr, martyr. I'm gonna see how to say that word. M-A-R-T-Y-R is a person considered to have died because of their testimony for Jesus or faith in Jesus, right? Okay. So let's see. So we're gonna see how to pronounce. We're gonna see how to pronounce this thing, because I don't know how to say it. So I don't want to butcher it even more than what I already did. see the volume up. That volume up. Good.
Martyr.
Martyr. Yeah, that's a martyr. Martyr. Okay, it's martyr. That's where we at with it. That's what it is. Of course. It ain't your, and trust me, it's not your internet, anything like that, or your YouTube. This is how they do me, bro. Anywhere I go, this is how they do me, bro. I kid you not. You can ask sis on here. You can ask beloved sister Ola. You can ask anybody on here that be on these lives, man. They'll tell you it don't matter. This is how they mess with my channel. So, martyr, a martyr, right? Moshe saw them sell the flesh of the martyr of Kibel at the meat market. He said to Power, "Is this the reward for such?" Let's see this word too. And this, you get it now? Like, okay, Joseph came doing what? He came doing what? I mean, Joshua came doing what? Joshua came doing what? Taking people back to the Most High.
Erudition.
Erudition. For such erudition, the quality of having or showing great knowledge or learning, scholarship, erudition. For great scholarship. Is this the reward for having such knowledge? You see? Of the martyr, Akiba, at the meat market for confessing the name. But they ate his flesh after he died. They ate Joshua's flesh after he died. After he had already left his flesh. He had already left his body. He already got taken up. Man, look. Man, look. This is how. Now, let's go into the thick of things. Isaiah 14. Now you get it, and I will be like unto the Most High. Who came on the scenes? After all the prophets have already testified of him about the Son of Man coming. Not the Son of God, the Son of Man. I told y'all something else. I got another project I'm working on is how they took the teachings of Joshua, the son of Nun, how they took that and put it into Revelations. That's why you hear the rumor going around about the Old Testament, or the New Testament is older than the Old Testament. No, it's not that it's older than the Old Testament. It is the Old Testament. It just got Romanized. By who? The brethren. And they did it for the glory. They wanted the glory. Just like how the adversary of the Most High wants the glory. You see? You see? You see? And this is how we forget our king of old and his redeemer, spoken of in Isaiah 44, verse 1 on down. He said, the king of Israel and his redeemer, Joseph and his Messiah. Man, I gotta we gonna continue, man. I gotta restart on the man. Power took me somewhere else with this, man. Mama took me somewhere else with this, man. Mama took me somewhere else with this, man. I couldn't even get past the full page, man. I couldn't get past the full page, man. This crazy. This crazy, man. This crazy, dude. Whoo-wee. This is a lot. You got to have faith for this one. Because what I'm bringing out is going against everything you thought you knew. Even with the journey that we've been in. It's a lot I had to go back and go over and say, oh, dang, I was wrong about this. Oh, I was wrong about this. Oh, I was wrong about this. Oh, I was wrong about this. Why do you think he tells you? To stay humble, to stay meek, to stay low. Because you will boast yourself up in false information. You will get prideful and you will get lost in false information. We thought we had it. We all been duped. We thought that it was the white people that told the blacks. No. They looked at like me. That did my people. And their own people. Like so. They promoted the so-called white person to hide behind them so their deeds won't be seen. But who is the one that sees all? Who sees all now? I told you the one who has the astrolabe. He told Benjamin, I see everything. I already know everything with this. I already know what happened. Come on, man. His son, his name means the supplanter. What did Joshua come and do? Did he not come and supplant the tribes of Israel in their land, in the promised land? Did he not come and do that? Isn't that something? Fine brass is more copper than tin. Yellow brass was once known as poor man's gold and cheaper. Peter was called poor man's silver for similar reasons. Wow. There it is. Revelations 1 and 4, chapter 1, Verse 14, 15. One of everybody, that's the notorious one. You know, Hebrews, Hebrew camps. Boy, they be on that one. Yeah. Yeah. Just because you found out that Jesus Christ wasn't white, you think you got it figured out? Just because you found out that Jesus Christ is not white, you thought you had it figured out. Don't worry, I thought the same thing. Don't feel bad. Don't feel ashamed. I thought the same thing. No, he is the false prophet that Isaiah chapter 9, verse 15 speaks of. It is he. It is he. It's good. Micah chapter 2. Micah chapter 2. Verse 8 on down. Micah chapter 2, verse 8 on down. Even of late, my people is risen up as an enemy. Ye pull off the robe with the garment from them that pass by securely, as man averse from war. The women of my people have ye cast out from their pleasant houses. From their children have ye taken away my glory forever. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Our rest is what? Not in the physical sense, but in the spiritual sense. Huh? Because it is polluted, yet shall destroy you. Because it is polluted, physical, carnal, fleshly, lustful. Everything corrupt come with the physical sense. You're going to desire physical things. You, even with a sword destruction, if a man, pay attention, if a man walking in the spirit in falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and of strong drink, he shall even be the prophet of this people. The false prophet that teaches lies. Who was known for drinking wine? Catch the metaphors, man. Power been telling us. This was just blocked off, but now it's open. He who have ears, let him hear. He who have eyes, let him see. See these words popping out of the book. Who turned water into wine? There you go. There you go, sis. You caught it's your spirit, man. Hey, come on now. Come on now. Who turned water into wine? For in the hand of the maker there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poured out of the same, but the dregs thereof. Apocalypse of Daniel. Or speaking of Apocalypse of Daniel, let me get that real quick, right? Where it said the same. He said, and I seen the same. Daniel chapter 7, verse 21. I beheld the same horn, which made war with the saints, the Messiah of David, and all that he would do to Israel, whether for good or for bad, made war with the saints and prevailed against them until the Ancient of Days came. He's coming. He's here. He's here. Until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. And the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it into pieces. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time. This is the end. Time is now up. He had his fun. He had his kingdom. They make so costly, huh? Drags, the remnants of a liquid left in a container together with any sediment of grounds. A sediment? Yeah, sediment, I think. Sediment of grounds. I got my beloved brother back, man. Well, this is a blessing, man. I got Hey, man, we're gonna be back, man. This is what it is, though. This is what it is. His face is now turned back to his people, the servants, the house of Jacob, and to his children, whom he have chosen, Yasharan, Yasharella. This was his house. I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. All praises, glory, and honor goes to the Heavenly Father, to the beloved Son, big ups to the Torah, Mama, the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, for her wonderful counsel, will once again bring us life. Okay? And the boy Michael, the prince who stands for the people, the great prince who stands for the people. I hope this lesson been edifying. I hope this been an edifying lesson to my beloved family out there, my spiritual family, children of the Most High. Look, man, we gonna get it. We gonna eat. We gonna eat. We gonna eat this spiritual food. We right there. We right there. Yeah, we know this ain't no that color, a Gentile look just like me. You feel me? A Gentile look just like me. So we go by the spirit. We go by the fruits. Who are the first fruits? And what fruits do you produce? That's what we go by. We're not duped. All right? It's not dumb enough to go by this complexion and think that it's righteous and that we got to pass. No. We know better. Therefore, we do better. Love y'all, man. I love y'all. Barakathiath. Keep y'all lights up. Keep y'all lights up. Stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. And let's confess his name, man. Let's confess his name. Our skin folk. And that's going around heavy right now, too. Not all skin folk, kinfolk. Yeah, that's going around heavy right now, too. It already said, all Israel is Israel. Yeah, it's already known. Because they the one that had their hand in this bondage, in this slavery, okay, in this curse that got brought upon the people. Till next time. Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.